Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a SAF M43. It's a tier 4, is it tier 4? No, it's tier 5 Swedish tank destroyer. It's located on the northeast corner of Mannerheim Line, otherwise known as Arctic region, and it's under the command of Wazwulf of QU1NN. Game on! Well, SAV stands for Storm Artillery Wagen, and that means it's an assault artillery vehicle. And in fact, it's actually an assault gun, not a tank destroyer as originally designed, but most tank destroyers actually ended up being tank destroyers simply because they have very big guns and they can take down enemy tanks. But basically, this is a vehicle designed to knock out enemy bunkers, and it has, well, originally it had a 75mm gun, and it was based on the Striv M41, but it was designed in 1943. In fact, they started work on it in 1941, they finished it in 1944. They originally ordered 36 of them, and the first 18 actually did come from Striv M41s. They initially had the 75mm gun, but then they fitted a big whopping 105mm gun instead, which actually had a considerable effect upon the power. And you can see here, 370 alpha, 53mm pen, and 1.91 meters on the burst radius. Yes, technically it does count as Arty, and a lot of tank destroyers were used as artillery, or a kind of synthetic Arty, you might say, just in case the enemy needed some big guns. Oh, he hit him, but he actually hit him in the tracks. Only got track damage. Yep, because somebody else hit him after he tracked him. But he fires another one in. Look at that, big hit. 186, but got 58 of track damage as well. Looks like our M5A1 Stuart's actually done us all a favour, because he's actually found the enemy right in enemy territory. And you can see the closest enemy is actually a lot closer still, but really he hasn't been able to take advantage, because of course now he's going to come up behind them, the M5A1, and he's going to start shooting them in the rear. He's keeping them permanently lit, but there is a Panzer III Ausführung E nearby him. Okay, one shot to take out that Panzer III Ausführung E. Now the gun depression is actually quite good. It's 14 degrees gun depression, which means you can poke over ridge lines and really upset the enemy. Reload time, by the book, 9.4 seconds. You can see here he's got 8.89, and he's just put a whopping great shell into that Panzer III Ausführung J, picked up another 364 hit points. He's racking up the damage. 801 already. Next shot should see him go over 1,000. Now these vehicles actually remained in service until 1973, and they're still very, very meaty, and I'm not sure where they put the rest of them, but you know, there are some countries who would love to have a vehicle like this and its ability to do this to the enemy. Yeah, one shot, you're out. A lot of people have noticed that what's going on at the moment is that tanks like Bradleys, which aren't even supposed to be taking on other tanks, are taking on other tanks with their chain guns, and they are eviscerating them, turning them into mush, because of course the chain gun can take away all the optics, all the bits of kit that they put on a tank to make it work efficiently. Well, with this thing, it just overwhelms them with a huge amount of high explosive. Very, very quickly, the enemy finds that they're without all their bits on the vehicle, and a lot of the crew find that they've just been stunned to death. Okay, we've got a Panzer 1C over here. It's about to be Panzer 1. Lined it up. One shot, he's out. So he's now over 1,488. He's actually got an enemy behind him, but he's oh, he needs to deal with that one. That's a Stug. Well, I think that's AFK actually. Yes, that's AFK. So he can go ahead and kill that one now. Just, he's loaded, and say hello to my little friend. Oh, the Stug fired back. So he's not asleep, he is actually awake, but he actually trying to get revenge on us now. Okay, aim for the gap, aim for the gap. He's going to go past. Hello. And he's gone. But there is an FCM36 Pack 40, or the Pack 40, the 75mm armed French light vehicle that was actually, well, quite deadly because it's got a fast fire rate and a very good view range, but it's got huge shields which are very vulnerable. Oh, now that dispersion got him there. And so he'll have to try again, but I'm sure he will get a kill. Oh, no, his teammate got it for him in the Stuttgart. Oh, it's actually a 76, SU-76M. There's only one enemy left now. It's a Matilda. He's got just under 2,000 hit points of damage in this battle. You see how powerful this gun is, but it has got a problem. It does take time to dial in. The gun doesn't settle very easily, and so it is best to take your time, let it settle, and then the shell won't go elsewhere. Oh, here's the Matilda. Now, stop here. Oh, he's actually decided to go straight in. He's going to take him on face to face. One shot, and he's out the game, but he did take some damage from the Matilda, and that is the end of battle. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was the first ace tanker for Wazwulf of Quinn in the Sav M43. You can tell it's his first one because he's got the scrolls underneath. You only get that the first time. He also got a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points for his own vehicle, a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He actually ended up with 5, which was one short of getting a top gun and 1/3 of the enemy team. Master Gunner for getting 5 armor penetrating shots in a row, as well as a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 5 exactly. He also picked up the high caliber for dealing the most damage in that game overall. His win rate was 13,457, which is super unicum and a lot more, which means that he really outperformed this vehicle. He really did well because he was pushing, he was getting good shots on the enemy. He wasn't necessarily settling around for kills. He was just doing a huge amount of damage to the enemy and then moving on if necessary. But he did get kills as well. Anyway, let's have a look at team score. Definitely the highest damage, 2,204 hit points went to Wazwulf. Second highest damage went to that Matilda, the one he killed right at the end. He got a cool-headed and 1,747. And the Pack 40 actually picked up 1,026 in third place. When it came to kills, yep, Wazwulf got that one too. 5 kills to him. 4 kills went to the Matilda and 3 kills went to the Pack 40 and the Panzer S35 on his own team. And when it came to base XP, he's got that one too. So he's got the top in all 3 columns. 1,045 went to Wazwulf, 750 went to the Panzer S35 or Acton Fump. Acton Dicey. Trying to remember that now. It's not Act, it's Fump and Dicey. That's it. Get it right. Panzer S Fump and Dicey. 750 to him, and also 549 in third place, just by 3 experience points, went to the other Panzer S Fumfenteisi. And he picked up a Leather Slaves medal in that one, whereas the M5A1 Stuart, right at the start of the game, who didn't survive, actually got a cool-headed. I think he went a little too far. Blade Runner 2023. I think he went a little too far, thinking he was superhuman, and unfortunately he met a bitter end. I'm pretty sure he probably got wiped out by somebody very, very meaty. It shows here he was shot by Von Cartemel. And who is Von Cartemel? The Pack 40, yes. So, yes, he tempted the Pack 40, and the Pack 40 finished him off. So, anyway, let's have a look at detail. He fired only 11 rounds in the game. 9 of them were direct hits and 7 penetrations. 1 splash damage as well. 2,204 hit points of damage, of which 186 were at more than 300 meters. At long distances, this gun tends to be a little, well, the dispersion comes in and not so accurate. So you really do need to get fairly close, but you also need to be fairly steady with the gun. As you saw, he was aiming carefully on the Pac 40, but he still missed it, even though he had a good aim on him. He received 5 hits from the enemy. 3 of them were penetrations, 2 non-penetrations, 400 hit points of damage blocked by armor. 1 enemy vehicle spotted, 8 enemy vehicles damaged, 5 killed, 684 hit points of damage assistance. On a premium count, he actually earned 64,800 credits from the game, and that includes a mission completion bonus of 55,000. He got 25 bonds for another mission achievement, and he took away 7,839 experience points as well after he got a 6,272 mission completion. So yes, a lot of mission completions in this, which really bumped his scores up. So the Sav M43, well, I once had a great game in one of these. They are absolutely superb with the HE, with the 105mm, the assault gun, because that's what it was supposed to be. The 75mm is more of the original Sav as it was designed, because of course at the time they didn't actually fit the 105. And yes, I think the 105 is definitely better with the derp. And so it's a little dirt machine going around, running around, blowing things to pieces at fairly short range. I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.